Hello, hi, my name is Zoe, and today we're going to talk about the compatibility between a Taurus Gemini Cusp and an Aquarius. I'm super excited to do this today because I am a Taurus Gemini Cusp myself, and I just love talking about my own cusp, so I'm excited. Your love is an adventure. This couple strives to be perfect. You both live in your own fantasy, your own world. It can be a lot though. And when reality sets in, it can feel so stressful. Remain focused on what really matters. Keep your eye on the prize. Don't lose sight of that with your Aquarius. Ask yourself, how can this benefit my relationship? Is it actually helpful? The air energy really rules over your dynamic. You might feel more like a Gemini in their presence. And don't forget to keep up with your friendships outside of this relationship in order for it to work. You both need your own friends. An Aquarius would intrigue you. They would tickle your fancy. You might feel this need to be perfect around them. You both have vast imaginations and strong inner children. And you're both there for each other and you have each other's back. And unfortunately, commitment issues may surface and it may feel unreliable. You're both delulu sometimes, or a lot of the time. And sometimes you just don't see the answers right before you. It's nerve-wracking to be with an Aquarius. Nerve-wracking. You might feel like your relationship doesn't really make sense. But then again, it doesn't have to. Other people might perceive you as weirdos. You might feel the pressure to be a certain way with an Aquarius. Like you have to keep it together all the time for them. And keeping up all that energy consistently is tough. The cusp of energy can be so vibrant and energetic and brilliant, but they also have chill times and it comes in waves. You know, the dust settles and it's not consistent, and sometimes they need a lot of time to themselves to recuperate and chill after being in such a whirlwind, right? And so it's a beautiful cycle, but when they're with someone that makes them feel like they have to keep it together all the time, it can be so tough. While it's good to be really hyped for each other, it can also be dangerous. Like you can be wild and unhinged together. That's exciting. Not everything matters the same amount, and you need to prioritize what matters most. Certain areas may be lacking, but that's okay. You need to meet each other halfway if you want this to work. You both like to get freaky, and dating an Aquarius is a very eccentric experience for you. I like how I'm doing the shimmies, shoulder shimmies. Okay, this is a wild ride. It's an exciting experience. You both are playful and you have so much fun. You're always working on yourselves and growing and progressing. It can make things messy and hectic. But don't isolate yourselves from the rest of the world. You can get so caught up and then the Aquarius becomes your universe. There are a lot of people or situations from your past that might come up while you're dating an Aquarius. Don't let them sway what you have in the present. You can trigger each other. You both get very reactive to things when you're together. And Aquarius is a roller coaster ride. They are a rush of really crazy emotions for you. Be careful not to let your relationship cause others to suffer. This is a super artsy matchup. And Aquarius gets your creative juices flowing. Juicy. It's easy to get in your head around your Aquarius though. You might be really hard on yourself or try to self-sabotage around them. It's time to find harmony and not let your feelings get out of hand. Try not to get too carried away with your imagination. This couple tends to play make-believe with their life. Your Aquarius might try to get under your skin, and that's not something you should put up with. They might be too flaky for you. You both have this psychic bond. You might read each other really well, or you might feel like your psychic awareness is very expanded in their presence. It can feel like an unpredictable mess with them. Neither one of you anchors each other. You know, often in relationships we have someone who's more of the rock or someone who's kind of the one who grounds the other person. That doesn't happen here. However, you never treat each other like you're stupid or judge each other's quirks. You tend to have feelings for each other for a while before actually getting together. Maybe they were a crush. You tend to keep your feelings to yourself at first, no matter how much you try to keep your chin up, and Aquarius might challenge that. You can get stuck in these negative loops together. They learn a lot from you, and you tend to thrive as a married couple. You tend to know what you like and what you don't like, while an Aquarius might struggle with this in comparison. It might feel like you're wandering through the darkness with them and you don't really know where you're going. It's like you're wearing a blindfold. They might not notice certain things about you, and they might seem oblivious. It also seems like they may not pay attention when you want them to. Now, this can cause anxiety and tension. Not surprisingly, you may not realize how great you are as a couple until you're actually a couple. This is very passionate and exciting and fiery. You both tend to be very sexually compatible. You enjoy teasing each other and turning each other on. You fantasize about each other and you daydream about each other. There is a deep attraction. You both would be good friends as well. You conquer the universe together and explore beyond. You tend to be very friendly as a couple and often have more of a social life when you're together. It's okay to judge yourself. That's part of being real and honest with yourself. That doesn't mean hate on yourself. You need to be able to see yourself under a microscope, the flaws, the qualities, the good, the bad. See it all. Acknowledge yourself fully. Your conversations would be really stimulating and thrilling. Take time to relax and de-stress when you're stressed out with your Aquarius. Your Aquarius has a lot of different moods and they can be unstable. The dynamic is no stranger to infidelity. Not always, okay, not always, but it is a common pattern that one of you cheats or is unfaithful. So the commitment needs to be taken seriously. You both just click. You're meant to be, okay? You're meant to be. And when you confess your feelings for each other, it feels like fate. It is what it is. Your friends and family might seem more hyped than you are when you finally get together. It just feels natural. It's common for friendships to threaten to get in the way of your relationships. It's good to have separate circles. Now, you might feel like a friend is getting in between you and your relationship, or someone is driving a wedge between you both. As parents, you tend to be pretty laid back and you allow your kids free rein to really discover themselves. Gentle parenting might be more your style when you're parenting together. You both might enjoy get-togethers, family dinners, but also casual dinners, dinner parties, and get-togethers. Did I say that? I think I said that already. Like, not a ton of people, just your close friends. I could see you liking to host dinner parties or soirees together. The relationship tends to last a long time. You might grow old together. They make a good long-term partner. However, they will still have to deal with their stressors. They tend to be really curious about you and ask a lot of questions or learn, and your Aquarius can tire you out. Actually, that's a really good way of knowing if an Aquarius is into you. You specifically, Taurus Gemini Cusps, because they tend to ask a lot of questions and you're like, why do they want to know so much? But that could be their way of flirting. So for those of you who are like, I just met an Aquarius and I'm not sure if they really like me, but they're asking me all these questions, that might be a good sign. They're a lot to keep up with sometimes though. Your friendships tend to be fun and carefree. They aren't always the best at carrying these heavy emotions for you, but you both have a really good time together and you bring out this brightness in each other. You might feel like your Aquarius is a risk worth taking. You might need to seize the moment and just go for it. Carpe diem, YOLO. You only live once. That's what that means. You don't want to overthink it. Your Aquarius might enjoy being more private than you. You might want to tell people all about it. Well, they're not really always okay with that. I gotta take something out of the oven. BRB. You both love each other and care about each other for who you are, and you don't tend to try to change each other. You have each other's back and you match each other's energy. Sounds like a lot of green flags to me. Neither one of you tends to want to think about money. And you don't try to be too rigid about spending money and finances when you're together as friends. And you don't try to be serious, mature adults. You like to be silly and playful and fun. You want to be the object of your Aquarius's desires. You probably won't be. I'm here to be real with you and tell you the truth. They don't make you the center of their universe the way you want. That can be challenging. Aquarius can be too focused on themselves to fully focus on you. So a lot of this comes down to your insecurities and your ability to feel secure in yourself without needing your Aquarius to make you the center of attention. Now, you are a good challenge for an Aquarius, and they need a challenge to feel content. You both might enjoy spirituality or psychic readings or have a spiritual connection. Your Aquarius needs your permission to take things further. They will really want to make sure that you really want to be with them before they dedicate themselves to you. You tend to brighten your Aquarius, and you tend to bring in a lot of positivity and good vibes to them. You are their sunshine. You can see things from their perspective, and you can also detach from the situation and see things more objectively if you need to. As friends, they may not be that person that you can lean on when things get dark and heavy. It may feel like every time you're going through something intense, they're not available. Now, that doesn't mean you can't be fantastic friends. It just means they might not be that type of friend for you. You both enjoy cooking together or trying new dishes. You can annoy your Aquarius a lot. They get triggered and are really sensitive to you. They might overreact. Ugh, why? You both might like virtual reality or technology. Maybe you met on Hinge or Bumble. I could actually see you meeting online through a video game, like an RPG or MMORPG. You might meet through an app. There's usually some form of technology involved. Your love can get through whatever hardships you face. You tend to journey together. You both like being romantic. You're an adventurous couple who loves to expand and discover more. Now, when you get married, your loved ones may not be on board, but that usually doesn't stop you. You both might like puzzles or problem solving. Now, marriage with an Aquarius is rare for you, but when it does happen, it's so worth it. You can read each other's mind. Do you know what I'm thinking right now? Because I think I know what you're thinking. You're thinking you want to subscribe to this channel and comment below with all this beautiful information. Let me know what your story is. Have you dated an Aquarius? Are you an Aquarius and you've dated a Taurus Gemini? Let me know in the comment section. I personally have never dated an Aquarius. Whoops. I've never dated an Aquarius, and I know all this based on things that I have learned, intuition, things that I've read, things I've studied, natal charts, all that. So I love to hear from those of you who have actually had this experience. I would love to know how much of what I said made sense to you. Whether it was helpful, whether it was horrible, let me know. And yeah, please like my videos. Also, I am doing a sale, so I'm doing 50% off all my readings, my recorded readings. So you can go to my website, zoethepsychic.com, and pick your reading there. And yeah, I'm really excited to do that with you. So, okay. Bye-bye.